Welcome everybody to a look at a new release from Indicator, and it is 1979's And Justice for All. So this is directed by Norman Jewison. Now we've obviously talked about him earlier this year with the likes of The Heat of the Night, which uh, Imprint released a 4K version of. So yeah, I have talked about him before, but another release from Indicator was also one of his films, and that is A Soldier's Story, which is also excellent. But then he also did the 1968 version of the Thomas Crown Affair, the Cincinnati Kid, and Rollerball, which are all fairly decent. But yeah, the first two that I mentioned of his certainly are probably my favourites. And yeah, this is a legal drama, clocking in at 119 minutes long. Has had a budget of $4 million, but had a box office return at in the US of 33.3 million. So definitely a success for all those involved. And stars Al Pacino, who has seen in at least 13 other films in the likes of Scarface, Heat, Dog Day Afternoon, which I actually got to see earlier this year at the cinema, which was a real treat. Serpico, Cruising, and Carlitos Way being some of my favourites. Also got Jack Warden, who was in 12 Angry Men, All the President's Men, and Being There. And finally, John Forsyth, who was in the likes of Goodbye and Amen, The Trouble with Harry, Topaz, and Escape from Fort Bravo. So, an ethical Baltimore defense lawyer, disgusted with rampant legal corruption, is forced to defend a judge he despises in a rape trial under the threat of being disbarred. So, this is a highly engaging effort that excels as much as it does, thanks to the great lead performance from Al Pacino. The supporting cast is also really good, the pacing is on point, the score is well done, the character interactions are solid, it is well shot, and the themes presented are well realised, while the final court scene is also really, really great with another iconic line from Al Pacino, which I won't try to repeat because I would never do it any kind of justice. So, yeah, really, really great film. This 4.5 out of 5 from me, and yeah, third favourite from Norman Jewison. In the Heat of the Night and A Soldier's Story do just about pit this film, but still a really, really great one in its own right. We get a booklet release as well, with one shot from the film and then a behind the scenes shot as well. And inside the booklet, we get your cast and your crew. And then we get Out of Order by Sergio Angelini from 2025, along with shots from the film throughout. And then it's got more shots from the film with who's playing who in there as well. Then we get Lona Pacino helps co-stars by A.L. Wild. So writing for Torrance, California's Daily Breeze, A.L. Wild profiled Al Pacino with the help of director Norman Jewison and mentor Lee Strasberg. And then we get Natives Movie in Own Hometown by Lou Cideroni. That's from 1979. So screenwriter, hang on. So yeah, that A.L. Wild one was up from 1979, and the one I just mentioned is also from 1979. So screenwriter Barry Levinson was interviewed by the Baltimore Evening Sun's Luke Cedrone, where he discussed aspects of the production, including the casting of Al Pacino and the incorporation of real events into the screenplay. Then we get Jewison Takes the Judiciary to Court in Stylish Satire, also from 1979 by Jack Garner. So director Norman Jewison spoke to Jack Garner of the Fort Myers News Press about the production of And Justice for All. And then we get about the presentation as well. So this was sourced from Sony's HD remaster, and the film's original mono soundtrack was remastered at the same time. Looks and sounds perfectly good. Nothing's outstanding, but it does the job. And then on the disc itself, we've got the original mono audio commentary with the director Norman Jewison from 2001, audio commentary with film historians Alexandra Helen Nicholas and Josh Nelson from 2025, Norman Jewison, the testimony of the director from 2008, clocking in at 12 minutes, which is an archival interview. Then we've got a Barry Levinson cross-examining the screenwriter, also from 2008, also an archival interview and clocking in at 7 minutes long. Then we have the Guardian interview with Barry Levinson from 2000, clocking in at 66 minutes long. That's archival audio recording of the writer turned director in conversation with Adrian Wooten at the National Film Theatre in London. Then you've got 4 deleted scenes, clocking in at 11 minutes long. Original theatrical trailer, the David Ziega trailer commentary from 2025, short critical appreciation, image gallery, which has promotional publicity material, as well as new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. And this is a UK premiere on Blu-ray, and it's limited edition of 3,000 copies for the UK. And I have, I don't think it says which edition I've got. No, these aren't numbered, but still, it's nice to finally have this on Blu-ray, as it is an underrated one from the 1970s from Al Pacino. I think the likes of the Dog Day Afternoon, Serpico, um, certainly probably overshadowed this a little bit in comparison, but still a excellent effort and one that is well worth seeing if you haven't already, especially if you are a fan of Pacino, um, which I am. But I'm a fan of a lot of people that have been worked in this film as well as the director. So there's many reasons why I wanted to see this, right down to the fact that I'm a fan of legal drama. So yeah, but still well worth seeing. If you have seen it though, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.